Yes, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
So in the last lecture, we discussed about how to retrieve data from the table, for which basic three clauses is required: select, from, where. But out of actually two basic clauses are required: select and from, and where is the optional part. Okay. So as you know, select is represent from which column you want to retrieve the result. From consists of from which table you want the result, and where consists of is there any condition while retrieving the data. Okay, so we have discussed the select part. Then we have discussed this SQL with distinct. So here, if you want to retrieve uh, values, a distinct values from the column, then before selecting that particular attribute, just use the word distinct, which re, which return the query will return only the distinct values from that column. Okay, and if you want a repeated value, then there is no need to use the distinct. Just write down the column name. By default, it is all. Okay, so there is no need to write all, because by default, whenever you retrieve the value from the column, it is all. As we have discussed, you can use the star if you want to access all the columns of your table. Then instead of writing the name of each column, just use the star. Now the next parts here, whenever you want to retrieve the rows from your table, but some rest, you want to retrieve some subset of rows, not all rows. If you want to select all the rows from the table, so there is no need of where condition. But if you want to select the specific rows from the table, then there is a need of the third clause for the retrieval, which is a where. So it is comes with the select, from, and where. So it is syntax with the where clause, where, then it is a condition. So based on this, the queries here, the find all loan numbers for a loan with loan amount greater than 1200. So according to requirement from this query, the expected output is details of uh, the output wants a loan number with loan amount greater than 1200. So if I consider the requirement from the query, the table which solve this requirement is nothing but loan. So that's why from contain a loan table. So whenever you retrieve the rows, you want a specific rows for which the loan amount is greater than 1200. So obviously it is required a where clause, and that where having the condition where amount greater than 1200, and this query requirement wants the output as a loan number. That's why select is the loan number. So what is the answer of this query? This select loan number from loan where amount greater than 1200. Okay. So here, whenever any query is given to you, the first approach, according to requirement, first find out which table is required. The table is nothing but means according to requirement, which table satisfy the requirement given in the query. So you first think about the from clause. Second, just think about is there any condition given in the requirement. Then just think about the where clause. Then think about the where clause, and if there is no any where, if there is after where clause, just think about which column you want in the output result, and that column you just write in the select. So you are always approach only by this way. So that is nothing but a logic. So while thinking the answer of the query, while thinking the logic for the query, first approach think about from, then think about where, and then think about the select. Next, SQL, that where clause also uses the relational operator. So the SQL uses the relational operator such as equal, less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, and not equals to. So these are the relation operator also you can use in the where clause while applying the condition. So based on this, the query, like here, find. So what is the query? Find the loan number of those loan made at Perriage branch. So if I go with this requirement, first approach is obviously you have to find out the which table will satisfy this requirement. So according to query, you have to find the loan number with a Perriage branch. So the table we satisfy with the loan number and branch name is nothing but your loan. That's why from contain a loan. Then check is there any condition with the requirement. So yes, in the query, there is a in the requirement there is a condition which is a branch name is equal to periods. That's why where branch name equals to periods as it is a string. That's why it should be in the single quote. And what is our expected output? The output is what? Find loan number only. So that's why select contain loan number. So the final query for this requirement, select loan number from loan where branch name is periods. Okay, so output of this query is nothing but it will display only loan number for which a branch is periods. Okay, so the relation operator also you can use in the where clause. Even here one more query: find all the accounts with balance greater than 10,000. Okay, so tell me if you have to solve this query, find all the accounts whose balance greater than 10,000. Which table is required to solve this query? Yes, anyone?
Accountable.
Account. Why account table is required?
Because it contains the balance table,
Exactly,
balance
it
column.
contains the balance and it also having the details of all account, right? So according to requirement, account table satisfy this requirement. So that's why from contain account, right? Is there any condition? Yes, is there any condition in the requirement?
Yes, sir.
What is condition?
Branch name is period.
No, no, no. From not from this query, where find the all account details where balance greater than 10,000. See, there is a
It
different
should be
query.
greater than 10.
Yes, the balance greater than 10,000 is the condition, right? So that's why where clause is there where balance greater than 10,000. And what is output column? So tell me what about select? What is the query here? Find all account whose balance greater than 10,000. So tell me what is select content?
Select account number.
Is it the account number only? What is the query?
Select star.
Repeat.
Branch name.
Is it branch name only? What is the query here? Again, I repeat. Find all accounts whose balance greater than 10,000.
Select star from branch
Exactly. It is
where
required according to requirement. It is a details of all the accounts. So that's why select star. Okay. So select. So what is final answer? Select star from account where balance greater than symbol balance greater than 10,000. Okay. Next here, SQL also uses the logical operator. The logical operator and or and not. As you are aware, so this and or and not used along with the where condition. Suppose while retrieving the data, if there are multiple conditions given in the requirement, there's such a multiple condition you can combine by using and or and not. So when I use the and between the two conditions, if you want the both conditions should be true, then use and. If one of the condition you want to true between the two conditions, then use the or. And if you want a negation of that particular other than that condition, if you want, then use the not. Okay, so this is about the logical operator. The syntax is very simple. Between the two conditions, just use and or. And when both conditions is true, and if one of true, then use or. Okay, so based on this, see here what is the first query? Find all loans. Find all loan number. See here, for find all loan numbers for loan made at Perriage branch with loan amount greater than 1200. See here, if the query is find all loan numbers for a loan made at Perriage branch with loan amount greater than 1200. Tell me what is answer of this query? Again, you while thinking the answer for the query, first approach which table is required. Tell me which table is required.
Loan.
Loan. What is the reason? Why loan is required?
Because it contains loan number column.
Not only loan numbers, here the requirement consists of the loan number, branch name, and loan amount. So there are three requirements with the column, and the table which contains these three columns are nothing but loan. Don't go with only loan number, because here if I consider only with the loan number, borrower also contain loan number. So is it the borrower is the appropriate table to solve this query?
No, sir.
Borrower का नाही सांगा मग. Yes, borrower का नाही सांगा.
Because it does not contain branch name and loan amount.
Exactly, it does not contain branch name and loan amount. Okay, so see here, while don't go with only one attribute, collect all the requirements given in the query, and based on that requirement you have to identify which table is required. Okay, so what is answer of this? What is final answer of this query? Yes, anyone? So from loan is there. So is there any condition in the requirement?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Whether that's single conditions or more than one condition. How many conditions given in the requirement?
Two conditions.
Two conditions, right? One condition with the branch is period and second is loan amount. And as you know, if you want to combine these two conditions, whether you want these two conditions, so these two conditions should be a true, right? So these two conditions are combined by using which operator is used?
And operator.
And
And. So what is the final answer of this query?
And.
Anyone?
Select loan number from loan where
Right.
branch name is equal to Perry Rich and amount is greater than 1200.
Okay, good. So are you getting how to apply and or? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the same next query is here. Find the account number. Find the account number of those account with balance between 20,000 and 1 lakh. Okay. So how to solve this query? Obviously, it is a two conditions are given, one with greater than 20,000 and one with less than 1 lakh. So that's why which table is required is the account. So that's why the answer is select account number from account where balance greater than 20,000 and balance less than 10,000. So it will display all the account between 20,000 and 1 lakh, whose balance between 20,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, are you getting? Yes.
yes, sir.
Okay. So instead of using this greater than less than, if the value check between your range, then instead of using this greater than less than, there's one more keyword is also used in the SQL, which is a between. So you can retrieve the data using between also. So what is a between? Between condition determines whether the value of one expression is in the interval defined by the two other expression. So whichever the interval is defined by the between, this between will check whether the value is present between the range which you specify in the between clause. The syntax of between, the between is used in the where clause. The syntax is where your attribute between first value and second value. Okay, so instead of using greater than less than, you can use the between. So same query, find the loan number of those loan with loan amount between 90,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, so if you want the loan number between loan number whose amount between 90,000 and 1 lakh, so you can use the between to solve this query. So the answer of query, select loan number from loan where amount between 90,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, you can also use the not between. Means suppose you want all the loan number which is not specified in the range of 90,000 and 1 lakh, then you can use not between also. Okay, so the syntax is again same with the between. Instead of between, use the not between. So the syntax is where attribute not between value 1 and value 2. Okay, so this is the between is also used for retrieving your data and not between. Next, if suppose as the between is only retrieve the value between the two range only, but suppose if there is a requirement you want to retrieve the value which present in the specific list. Okay, like suppose I want to display the student who belongs to the batch T1. Okay, so but there is no column with the batch name. So only we have a list of students who are in the batch T1. So in such a requirement, I want to check whether my roll number is present in the list of T1 student. So in that case, you can use in operator. So what is of in operator? The in determines whether the value of expression present in the specified list or not. So that's where the syntax is your attribute name in bracket value 1 comma value 2 dot n. So this in determines whichever the column value is specified on the left hand side of in, whether that value present in the list given in the bracket. So if the value present in your list, that value should be produced in the output. Okay, so in determine, check the value in the list. Also you can use a not in if you want to check whether if you want a student other than T1 batch, then you can use not in. Okay, so for example, I want to display all the employee who is belongs to either department 100, 110 and 120. Means I want to display all the employees who belongs to either in 100, 110 or 120. So that's why instead of using the or 3 times, it is also solved with the multiple conditions with the department ID 100, department ID 110 and department ID 120 and combine this multiple condition by using or. Okay, so instead of using multiple condition with or, you can use the in also. Okay, so this query select star from employee where department ID in 100, 110 and 120. Okay, next one more condition. Suppose you want to display the supplier, that supplier either Apple, HP or Microsoft. Okay, so if you want to display the supplier who is either that supplier is either Apple, HP or Microsoft. So instead of using 3 or condition, use the in operator. So the query select star from supplier where supplier name in Apple, HP or Microsoft. See here one more query based on this. List all the loans taken in SBI or Bank of India. Select all the loans taken in SBI or Bank of India. So if you want to solve this query, which table is required? Obviously the loan, all the loan details means loan is required. And what is the condition is given? That loan branch is either SBI or Bank of India. So you can solve this with a where, which having the branch name SBI or branch name is Bank of India. So you can solve this query with the first approach by using or. Select star from loan where branch name is SBI or branch name is Bank of India. Or you can solve by using in also. Select start from loan where branch name in either SBI or Bank of India. Okay. Are you getting with this in? Yes. Any doubt with between and in is very simple, right? Okay. Now the next, which is a quite that is new for you, that is retrieval using like. See, this is very important. Suppose if you want to retrieve some data, as you know, what is use of equal operator in the where condition? Yes, tell me what is use of equal operator in the where condition? Anyone?
Compare the value.
It will compare the value, but it will compare the exact value, right? So whichever value
Yes,
present on the
sir.
right hand side, it will compare that whole value, right? For example, suppose I want to display the student who live in Itzelkaranji, or student display the customer who live in Itzelkaranji. So that's why I will put the condition where customer city is equals to Itzelkaranji. So equal nothing, but it will check the whole Itzelkaranji value present for which customer, that customer is only displayed in the output. But if the requirement is that if you want to compare with the part of the string, not whole string, then you have to use the like operator. So see here, as you know, in the SQL, strings are enclosed by single quote. So if you want to match the part of the string by the pattern, then you have to use the operator like. So like operator used in the where clause, which is used to match the part of your string. So whenever you want to match your part of the string, then you have to use the like. Okay, so what is syntax? It is also used in where clause. The syntax is column name like pattern. So you have to design the pattern for which you are getting the you want the data. So that pattern you have to write it after the like, and also you can compare with the not like also. Okay, so again the question, what is that pattern? So for example, display all the customer who live in the city whose name start with S. If such a requirement is there, whose city name start with S. So there is no whole city is given, only the part of string is given to you. Then what is your response? So in such a scenario, you have to use like operator where the city you have to compare with the like, and for the pattern, you have to form a pattern in which it will compare with the start with S. It is same like with finite automata. Whichever you learn in the finite automata, where you have to design the automata with the start with S and all the things. So same you have to form the pattern. So the next part, how to form the pattern. So patterns are case sensitive. Means if it is capital small, you have to write appropriate in the pattern. Next, pattern is only formed by the two. There are two special characters used in the pattern. The first character is percentage. What is this percentage character? When I use the percentage character in the pattern, it matches to any substring of any length. So percentage matches to the any substring of any length. Then so it may be a null. It may be a string of zero length also, or it may be a string of any length. And next character, special character used in the pattern, which is an underscore. The underscore matches any character, any single character, but not specific character. Again, I repeat, the pattern is formed by using two special characters. Percentage matches to any substring, and underscore matches with any character. So here, these are the some example how to form a pattern. So the first patterns here in single quote, Perry percentage. So what about this pattern? So this pattern matches to such string which start with Perry, and after that Perry there any string is allowed. That's why percentage. So this pattern matches to any string beginning with the Perry. Okay. Next, one more example of pattern, single quote percentage IDGE percentage. So what about this pattern? This pattern matches to any string with substring as IDG. Means before to IDG any string is allowed, after to IDG any string is allowed. That percentage may be zero or more character. So no character is also allowed at the start also and end also. Means for example, this percentage ID matches to percentage string, matches to the Rockeries, then like it also matches with IDG string only. Okay. Next here pattern, single quote underscore underscore underscore. So this pattern matches to a string of exactly 3 characters. So if your column consists of any values with the 3 character, that matches with this pattern. Okay, because underscore matches with single character, and there 3 underscore means it matches a such string with exactly 3 character. And what is one more pattern which will form with the underscore and percentage? See here, underscore underscore percentage. What about this pattern? This pattern matches to any string of at least 3 characters, because here there are 3 underscore means minimum 3 characters are required, and percentage means 0 or any character. Okay, so that's why this pattern matches to a string of at least 3 characters. So these are the like some example of how to form the pattern. Okay, based on this, there is a one query here. So what is first query here? Find the name of all customer whose street address include character main. So what is the query here? Find the name of all customer whose street address contain character main. So here it is only given the part of string. It is not whole string is given. So obviously you have to solve this query by using like. Again, the approach is same. First of all, you have to find out which table is required. So according to requirement, the name of customer and street address is requirement is given. That's why table is nothing but customer. And what is the condition? That character is main. That's why the pattern is which match with the customer street, like single quote, percentage, main, percentage. So it is just like a substring main. Okay. So it will display the such all customer whose street includes the substring main. Okay. So street includes the substring main. Next, one more query based on this. Find the details of all customer whose name start with V. Find the details of all customer whose name start with V. Okay. So obviously you want all the customer details. That's why select star from customer. And what is the condition? Where customer name like. And what is the pattern for this requirement? It start with V means first character is V. And after that any character is allowed. That's why percentage. So that's why pattern is V percentage. So this query will return all such customer whose name start with V. Okay. Then one more example. List all the account. Okay, you tell me the answer of this two query. What is first query? Just read the first query. List all accounts where bank branch begin with C and has A as a second character. With C as begin with C and as A as second character.
Select branch name from branch.
Is it branch is required?
Branch name.
Here, what is output? Select all accounts where branch name is begins.
Sorry.
Which table is required?
Yes. Select account
Yes,
table.
account. Okay. So tell me query. Select
Star from account.
anyone. Yeah, select star
From account.
from account
Where
where
branch name like
like.
single quote C8%.
Okay, exact. C capital A small and percentage. Good. Now try for the next one, the last one, and tell me the answer. List all loans where loan branch name has A as a second character and has at least 3 characters. Is it answer is same? Just try this query.
Select from loan.
Select. What is select? Select star, na?
Select star
From loan. Good.
where branch name like underscore A underscore %.
Exact. Underscore A underscore percentage. Now here why first underscore is there? Because given requirement for second character. So in this requirement you don't know the first character. That's why any character is underscore. Good. Second A as the second character confirm is A, and as at least 3 character means there are 3 characters out of which A is already given. So that's why underscore A and underscore percentage. And why percentage? Because of at least has at least 3 characters. So this is answers here. The answer of second query. Select star from loan where branch name like A percentage. Okay, underscore A underscore percentage. Are you getting the use of like? Like is very important, and it, which creates confusion for you. Okay. Okay. Anyone just tell me. Suppose I want to same query is given, but second character is percentage. Second character is percent is there, and I want to solve the same query. So tell me what is answer? Anyone? Same query, but second character is percentage. 2 percentage, right?
Two times percentage.
But if I include percentage, what is the meaning? Yes, if I include the percentage, it indicates the meaning is it is any character, right? Yes or no? So means because here, because the percentage and underscore having its own meaning, you cannot use that character in the string. But might be in some string also underscore is there, right? For example, name underscore surname is there. So in that case, if I put like underscore, that underscore matches to any character. It doesn't treat as underscore has this underscore meaning. So if a such a requirement to match with underscore and percentage, then use the escape character. So here, what is that escape character? Which defines the which character you want to escape. So here, I will use same with C programming escape character. So here, what is the pattern? Single quote AB slash percentage CD percentage, in which escape slash is there. So this escape keyword represent escape to after the escape keyword. Next is which character you want to escape from this pattern. So now the character which you escape is slash. Means whenever slash is parent, it will escape. So after to slash, whichever character is treated as a, the slash will escape it, and that next character treated as a character, not a meaning. So that's why whichever character present in after the slash treated as a part of string. So that's why this pattern which matches to all the string beginning with AB percentage CD. But suppose I want to also add to slash, then I will use double slash. AB double slash CD escape slash, which indicates it matches to string with AB slash CD. Okay, so that is one more use which you can perform with the escape character. That escape means it just escape that character, keep that character, but next character is a part of string. Okay, so it is only applicable if you want to add percentage and underscore is when you want to add percentage and underscore as a part of your string. So it is only applicable percentage underscore and slash. Okay, so that is end of your retrieval by using like.